better be good.
Welcome to Apartment Theater.
Welcome to Apartment Theater.
Welcome apartment theater from.
Here we are.
Oh boy.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a way to
well,
start an episode.
We are very enthusiastic on this episode.
I don't know
So
why.
for this one, we watched a movie. It was called
About fish.
Haddock, but actually it's
Specifically
called
a
Swimming in the
mackerel.
Sea or Swimming in something.
Swimming to sea.
Swimming to sea because
Swimming
they want to
to
go back
sea.
to the ocean. All right, this is the.
This movie
Get ready. This
is about
Here's the
PTSD.
plot synopsis.
Oh wait.
It's once you get in here, you are already dead.
Mm-hmm.
A mackerel from the ocean attempts to escape from a restaurant aquarium tank before getting eaten.
Holy mackerel!
So yeah, it's weird because when you look at the cover of the poster for this
I
movie,
love it.
it's like, oh, this looks like a fun little adventure.
No, it
you
does
know,
not.
and
No.
it's
It does
sad.
not
very
look like a
sad.
fun adventure movie. Like
Yo,
the mackerel in the middle is the only one who has fucking irises and pupils. All the other ones are like creepy ghost fish that have no pupils.
No, have you seen the poster? The movie poster?
That's
It's
what
like
I'm
the mackerel
looking at.
like jumping out of the ocean.
That's
So,
not the one
like,
that I have.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the terrified
have to
like
say-
horror movie one.
The music from this is pretty banging.
It is.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
songs, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
the song slap.
It didn't seem
didn't
to
flop.
mention the fact that this is a musical. Also, this movie is once again we've talked about this country before, but it is from South Korea.
It is from
So-
South Korea.
Has very good voice actors.
Yeah, it
And
does.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was very well acted.
It's weird. The fish, like the fish animation, and everything looks okay,
Mhm.
but when you get to the people, looks
They're-
fucking horrible.
It's
They're
so weird.
horrific. They're terrifying.
I
It
think
looks-
that's very much on purpose.
It looks
Look-
like a PS3 indie
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good description.
'Cause-
So, here's my quick tidbit of it. Is I got distracted. I don't remember.
Is it your tidbit or your talibit about it?
It's definitely gonna be my mackerel about it.
That
That's
doesn't
I like
make
not
sense.
even
No.
funny. Mine was
No.
funny.
Mine, I
Danny, somehow
Eel.
Cass is the one that ate the edible, and somehow you're the high one.
I
don't.
did.
That's how we function.
That is how we function.
Danny,
Dude,
I don't think
I
it
mean-
transfer
you
the energy to
function.
her.
I remember that somebody asked me to make pot brownies, and I knocked Cass on her ass, and
sure
we watched
did.
Silent Hill.
I didn't even remember that. Did not remember that.
That was great. I remember sitting next to you, and you were like, "Whoa, it just
Yeah.
hit me."
Yeah, I do remember that.
So,
But
like,
anyways,
Holy
in
shit!
This movie, so Cass did eat an edible, so she might not exist here in a little bit. So
No,
we're
I
gonna
exist right now.
we're gonna roll with the punches here.
It's fine. It's all
But-
good. I'm
Yeah,
not
so
the worst.
basically, this mackerel fish gets caught and wants to escape back to the ocean. The other fish are kind of just used to being in the tank. They play dead all the time whenever the humans come by, because there's I don't know is it a flounder fish, the flat one?
It's a
yeah, or a
s-
sandfish, but yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
okay,
I thought
the
it was
fish
a
that really freaked
sunfish.
the fuck out.
it could be
Flatfish.
a flatfish, but I think
But
flatfish
it
is
doesn't
always
matter.
whatever.
Anyway,
Its eyes are on the same
the
side of its head.
flatfish is like the leader, kinda, and he hides in the
He
grates
sucks.
in there
Yeah,
because
he's kind of a dick.
he has PTSD because the
Mhm.
other fish that he loved was taken and killed in front of him. Because the fish get to watch I just slapped the mic. I'm sorry.
You did.
But
Heard it.
the other fish get to watch the fish that they take out and die just right in front of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
like
very
if
mean.
you think about it in retrospect, like how if you were in a cage and somebody just picked up a human and then you just
Mhm.
watch the shit, like that's not, and like they're alive, like they don't even like at least cut off the head, which I know this is a thing. They do cut the fish, so the thing is literally alive.
I mean,
suffering as
they took his guts out. He can't live for that long.
well,
I kind of feel like it's mostly because you know how fish still react to salt. They're like their muscles and stuff do, and so the salt spikes up because that's why like when you have a dead octopus and you pour what is it soy sauce on it, the tentacles will flop about. So it's the like salts and stuff in that trigger the muscles to move. So I just assumed that that's what was happening, and that's why when they're on the plate, it looks like they're talking or breathing, but they're actually dead.
well,
That was my assumption.
yeah,
Danny,
I'm
quit
trying
playing
to
your
find it.
fucking dominoes game.
I'm not. I am actually looking to find out how long after being gutted can their brain function before they completely die out, but I'm finding humans instead, and now I'm learning a lot about being beheaded and being able to...
You can 7 seconds.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not sure how I feel about that.
Not good.
So anyways, well, that's just added on trauma for the night now.
So,
Yeah.
So part of this movie too, I feel like it has to deal with. I know it's about fish, but you kind of deal with like the human condition a little bit of
Yeah.
what it's like to be in captivity to a point of what is the point of having hope when it's just going to be taken from you and you can see that it's going to
Yeah.
be taken from you, and any chance of escape will be thwarted by either you being too hopeful or them not being hopeful at all. Like if you're not working together to get a goal to happen, nothing's gonna happen. But if you don't have someone to try to push everybody, yeah, it's completely pointless. But yeah, like the main character, the main mackerel fish, almost gets out.
Yeah.
But she stops because she wants to help the other fish,
Yeah.
and she dies.
Yeah,
She dies.
yeah, she dies at the
dies.
end.
And the other fish that they went to, like, they were like, "Oh,
Also
I don't want
brutally
them
dies.
to. I don't want that fish to die. I want them to see the ocean." That fish gets brutally attacked by crabs.
And then eaten by his once friends.
Yep.
And then
Yeah,
their
but-
head angry sandfish dude that was very angry, did not like the mackerel, was very upset about everybody eating their dead friend's body.
I think he did actually like the mackerel because it reminded him of his old girlfriend who
Is from the ocean.
is from
That's
the
part of why
ocean.
he didn't like the mackerel too, was because he realizes that if he allows himself to be vulnerable again, that he is going to get hurt. And ultimately he does get hurt, but he does get to see the thing that the girl that he loved, the other fish that he loved, wanted him to see, which was the ocean.
Yeah,
And
he ends up being the one to get out.
yeah.
After years of being a crotchety old fart.
I like though
get
how
where
they're
he's coming from.
Yeah, I get where he's coming from too, but also
I understand all that, but like what I really enjoy is the song that they then had where it goes into this beautiful animation of them like swimming together and her getting caught by the net, so you don't directly see her be taken out of the tank. In this new art animation during the song, you see she's caught by the net, and then the next scene is her cut up and on the table. So that's
I was eating when I watched this. I really don't recommend that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie, I was not expecting. I mean, every comment that I was seeing about it was, yeah, this movie is really fucking depressing and very nihilistic in a way. But like in a way, it was also hopeful.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like trying to be like, you gotta keep going, but also it understands why you give up.
Yeah.
Too. Also, what language does crabs speak? Like they speak crab. It's like, what does that sound like?
Right.
If these fish speak Korean, what do the crabs speak?
That's a fair point, because we don't even get to hear it because she continues talking.
Do they speak What language do Inuit people speak? Because aren't they
They're
like
snow crabs.
yeah, are they snow crabs or I don't know the different types of crabs. I'm just gonna stop. I just assume all crabs are up north, which is not true.
I mean, that's fair.
I was about to- like all the fish they get are fresh, so like
Yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
crabs
I'm
are-
like,
wouldn't the crabs also speak? Then again, that's a whole different topic.
That's a whole different
How
thing.
do fish learn language?
I don't know.
Here's the other. So I watched my movie off a pirated site.
Yeah,
The
but-
scenes in the beginning that had Korean writing.
Sure.
Mhm.
Did you guys have a translation
Nope.
on it?
Sure didn't.
Okay,
I think
cool.
that's just. I
Got
thought
it.
that was just like the studio name or something.
Probably.
I do not know. It looked like it was more than just a studio name, though. Like, it looked like actual sentences
It
because
might have
they
been
came
like
after a scene.
yeah, it could have been like quick credits or something. How some people do
Maybe.
like a few credits in the beginning of stuff, but yeah, no, was not translated. So
I'm happy this movie was translated because that part wasn't translated. I was mildly concerned that I could not find one that was in English because,
oh yeah, that had subtitles. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But it was produced by like Amazon or whatever, so
Again, the voice actors are great in it.
Mhm.
Like, absolutely amazing voice actors. The movie is depressing.
mhm.
It also is just like
It's very artsy though too. Like every
is.
time it goes
It's
into
cool.
song, you get really beautiful 2D animation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cute.
I love the eel song. I love that eel song.
Yeah.
It's-
It gave me like Fern Gully vibes.
Yeah,
You know? Like
the first song she sings made me think of an intro to an anime though because of
Mhm.
how upbeat it was, I guess.
yeah.
Well, I think too that's part of like why it's in 2D and it's beautiful, and then because it's like, oh, here's their hopes and dreams,
Yeah.
so beautiful and lovely, and then you get back to the cold, dark reality and the 3D gross world where
Mhm.
everyone looks disgusting.
Yeah.
What was up with those fish?
I don't
The
know.
the ghost-looking fish. What the fuck? Could you
I have
imagine?
no idea.
That
Actually-
is shit of nightmares for me. If I was in a
Yeah.
tank full of fish, fuck that. I'm out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
So-
die on the street.
Fish actually do end up looking like that. If you look into like
don't
big
want
tanks
to.
like that. Okay, well they do end up looking like that. I mean their irises and stuff don't disappear completely, but they are like glossed over gray, like kind of like they went blind. It is very they look like that.
Fish freak me the fuck out. I hate looking at them.
Fish are pretty weird.
Like all the
I like
dishes in this movie too was like, oh, it's served with the fish head. Like if I see the fish head being served to me, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
No, thank you.
I like sushi.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, but you don't get a fish head.
No.
No.
Well, the eyes are supposed to be super nutritious too, so that's why
That's
they'll
great.
keep it on the plate.
It can stay. It can stay in the garbage can. and be
Oh yeah,
nutritious
no,
for someone else.
I will not ever. Sorry, not gonna happen.
What if I give you $20? Will you then eat a fish eye?
No.
No,
$100.
no,
You're lying.
maybe 20,000.
No, you would do it. You honestly, you'd be like, all right, $20, I'll do it.
You know what? I would do it if you paid off my debt.
Hey Danny.
I don't have $1
you know
million.
that like weird Oh, can I talk about it? The thing that you signed up for? Danny?
I don't think. No, I don't think legally I could
okay.
talk about it yet.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So.
What the fuck?
That's why I was like, wait, I better not say out loud what it was.
Yeah, sure, guys. That's not ominous or weird at all.
But never
the same
mind.
ball
Never
fish.
mind. I can't
I
even
mean-
ask you the question that I was going to ask you.
It
So,
could involve
it's-
fish. It could
Don't
not
worry about
involve.
it.
It could not.
I have
Don't worry
more
about it.
questions. What are you talking about? Have you told me about this?
Yes.
We'll talk
Is
about
it a
it
feet thing?
No.
No.
Oh.
But hey, world, I sell feet pics.
Me too.
Who doesn't? Honestly, if you go up to any girl at a gas station and go, I'll give you $20 if I can take a picture of your feet. They'll be like, hell yeah. Do you want to take, does it stack?
Yeah. Like, do you want
Mhm.
both feet for 40? Like, what we talking here?
Every picture you take is another 20, and he just hands you like $1,000. Like,
Cool.
Have at
snap
it.
away, go.
Yeah.
Do you want my foot in a certain angle? Like,
Mhm. Do you want me to
Yeah,
pour
this is the
warm
best
yogurt
lighting.
on it?
If I put it near the corn dogs, it actually really insinuates my heels here.
Insinuates your heels?
we're really veering off mackerel. I just want to know, how did we go from mackerel to feet?
To hot dogs.
There's not even in any world that makes sense. Like, fins and feet.
Watching this movie too, I actually wanted to have like a serious discussion about it.
John, what did I just see?
They can't hear you.
Fucking everything.
So, in my computer, I have it's
Pornography.
glass. So, it's like I can see into my computer and stuff like that because it's cool, light, it's LED, whatever. But because of that, I can see reflections, off of glass. So John's laying in bed right now because he wanted to lay down until we got a pack to leave, and I just see boobs.
Boobs and then it's woodwork.
My
What else do you want, Patty?
Boobs and like lower regions, and like I'm seeing a flip flu, and like he goes on
got caught.
like then there's a post, and then like goes into again. So that's why I'm like, John, what do you want? And he's like, I'm on Reddit.
That makes sense for Reddit.
He got that dog in him.
Oh my God.
In a real note, the girl's tits look good. So.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It was a couple
Amazing.
different chicks. It was like 6 of them, but like.
It's a mixed bag, though.
So yeah, so this movie.
You never know what you're going to get. Life's a box of chocolates, Downey.
What is
So
happening?
for this movie, yeah, so the mackerel knows how to speak crab, and tries to go
jellyfish.
into it tries to jump into it does jump into the crab pit, and then
It's fucked up.
it gets its shit kicked in,
Mhm.
and then this little kid with a net just comes up, scoops the mackerel, which I was like, this fucking bastard kid.
Yep.
Takes the mackerel and shoves it into the aquarium that's in the restaurant where it's full of little fish, and you get a little class warfare.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
they're like, we're better than you, we're not gonna get eaten, and then they get eaten, and I'm like, fuck yeah, eat those fucking fish. But then it's like, oh, this is actually really fucked up.
Yeah.
Because the fish
Mhm.
because the mackerel realizes it is huge compared to the little clownfish that are in there, which I thought was funny too, because it's like they're eating Nemo.
Yeah.
She
found
just
Nemo.
destroys these
Mhm.
fish, except for one, and also gets stabbed in
Like
the side by
yeah.
like a aquarium artifact, whatever. I can't statue thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I went with artifact. It made it more.
I mean,
mystical.
It did make it more mystical.
You have to think about those, like, I mean, those fish on the outside of the restaurant are waiting to be taken in to die, but then the ones that are in a really nice aquarium just visually can see the fish getting chopped up
but
and
they
then
know that
served.
their aquarium, they're never going to experience that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind
I
of
still
like
don't know if I'd want to see that.
it's kind of like being
Eat the
in a
rich.
country that's really nice and doesn't have to go to war. It's like you're never gonna have to deal with this. You're
Mhm.
gonna be fine in your cushy little thing, and then but then someday some giant thing will come and destroy you.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
What
about
a
right.
fucked up movie.
Yeah, it's a wild ass
about
movie.
Fish.
With fish.
Out of all things.
Yeah. Well,
It
and
is.
then the other thing too, it teaches you like how, like respecting like your elders, because like the flatfish thing is it's the oldest one in there. And they're like, oh, you need to respect their elders. They've been through it. But this guy lies about everything.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't actually know anything, and the
And he's
mackerel
scared.
knows,
He's
but
hide.
nobody wants to listen to the mackerel
Mhm.
because they're so used to this. And I'm like, it's kind of like working in an office or just work in general, where you're like, well, I have to listen to the guy that's in charge. He knows what to do. When
Mhm.
in reality, the guy in charge is a fucking moron.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody knows what they're doing at work.
But because he can confidently be wrong,
Mm-hmm.
he's not gonna. No one's gonna listen to the one that knows what they're doing, but they can't confidently say what is wrong with the situation.
Yeah.
Here's one thing though, is like these fish know to go belly up whenever the humans are around, so they
Mhm.
don't get selected. And so after a couple days of like the people in the store seeing these fish belly up, don't you think they would like
Get rid of
Catch
them.
throw them out? Yeah.
You would think,
You would think.
like, also,
The eel though, also the eel could totally make it to the ocean.
Yeah.
Because, like, eels can, like, survive out of water a lot longer than fish. Like, not extremely long, but... And he's also got a slithery body, so it'll be a lot easier for him to just, like,
I don't think it would just
wiggle on over.
I mean, it wouldn't just like. He's not gonna be like. He's not like a snake, though. It's not gonna just like an eel's just not gonna jump out of the water and just start being able to like
Eel
snake
around.
it up. That doesn't. Yeah.
No. I just think he'd be more successful than the mackerel.
Well, none of them were successful except for because the flatfish. So after the mackerel dies, like it leaves behind the little sword piece that was stuck in it, and the flatfish has the thing in its mouth. It jumps out and just shoots this thing. Like the fucking owner holds the fish in his hand and it spits the little sword piece at him, and he falls into the ocean. And the store owner guy's just like, all right.
Okay.
See, what I was expecting, because of how just dark and dire this movie
Mhm.
was, whenever the mackerel jumped out, I was expecting the car
To run it over.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was expecting either the car was going to run it over, or there was going to be like something by the dock that was going to
Like a
eat them.
seagull.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, or a seagull would have eaten them. Like, just okay. I don't. Not that this movie needs to be more fucked up, because it's really fucked up for what it is. I'm surprised. It probably is a deleted scene or something. Like they thought about it, but a fish jumping out and then a bird just ripping its guts out in front
Yeah.
of them. I think that would have.
Yeah.
I
made it
thought
better,
though,
like-
when the two were about to get into the ocean, I thought the one was gonna get a heel through the eye,
Yeah.
because she almost does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, this movie was weird.
But I also enjoyed it, but not in a way that I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to experience that again. It was like,
Mm-mm.
I'm glad that I watched this. I was
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised
Yeah.
by this movie.
Got to enjoy some good music, so.
Mhm.
I really thought that this movie was, honestly, I thought it was going to be more depressing than what it was,
Mm.
because it's sad, but it's definitely not the most depressing movie that
No.
I've watched.
Yeah.
I can't even off the top of my head think of like what the most depressing movie is.
Oh, I got a good few.
Oh yeah, name one.
Well, it depends what you want me to go with.
First one that comes to your head.
First one that comes
Water
to my
shut down.
head.
Coco.
That. Oh, you guys should see the
Me Before You.
Me Before You. Which one's that one?
It's got Amelia Clark in it, and she takes care of a quadriplegic and falls in love with him, and then he breaks
Oh.
up with her before he dies.
Great.
Mm.
Oh, When the Wind Blows. I think John might know this one since he's European in a way, I guess.
John, do you know the movie When the Wind Blows?
It's about a couple who dies from radiation
about a-
poisoning.
A couple that dies through radiation poisoning.
You guys should
Never
watch
heard
it.
of it.
You should watch it. I think you guys will love it. It's such a great whole family fun romp. You're gonna love it.
Nice.
I hope you watch it.
I
Watch it
don't
while you're on
think I
vacation.
I'm gonna be a no for me.
Watch it. You'll love it.
Like
It's
a- is it like a-
animated.
Asian movie.
It's an Asian movie?
No.
European.
That's what he asked. European. I don't know. He's
It came
Googling
from-
it, so
It came from England. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
But yeah, if you want another depressing
Oh,
animated movie, When the Wind Blows.
Mm.
Yes, it's that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Good luck. John should
depressing
watch it, at least. He
movies.
likes depressing.
I
quote
said-
unquote John. John should watch it. He likes depressing. Yes. Yes, he does.
Love
Yeah.
sad and fast.
You're welcome, John. All right, that was it. That's
That's
the
it.
episode.
Uh,
Cass,
Yeah.
go
Oh, wait,
watch a
Cass, what
movie
was your-
about depressed fish.
Cass, what was your most depressing movie?
I said
What's it
both of
called?
them.
Finding Nemo?
What was it?
Oh, there's Watership Down, but I've actually not
Yeah.
ever seen that movie. I just know it's depressing.
I have seen it.
My other
it's
one is
fucked.
Coco though.
Coco, really?
Coco. I think that's right. That's what it is. Yeah, with the little Spanish boy, and he ends up going into the like afterlife or whatever.
I didn't think the movie was fucked up or depressing. Yeah,
Depressing. It's depressing. He goes into the
Yeah.
afterlife, and it's terrifying. And like, you
Yeah, it's
forget
terrifying.
you experience a second death when your family forgets to think about you. That's awful. That's so
Great for the
fucking
family.
sad.
And that's why
I cried through most of that movie.
I must be heartless because I didn't.
I love that movie, but yeah, it's terrifying. It's oh my god. And like when he goes to take a shot with his one Migo before he dies because somebody like the last
Mhm.
person to forget him or either died or they finally just forgot him. And the one glass of alcohol, the shot was left up, and the other one set it down on top because that's like, you know, a meaning of like for your friend, like a shot for your friend kind of thing. Which was depressing. A kid won't understand, but an adult would.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
you underestimate what a kid can interpret, though.
A kid would not understand the meaning of a shot glass turned upside down.
You never know. But
I guess if
anyway,
their parents are alcoholics.
They might know.
basically what we have to say is,
It's some sad shit.
if it's animated and adults can watch it too,
Mhm.
and it's not like a kids show thing, just get ready to just be destroyed emotionally for most
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for coming by. Do we recommend swimming to see the DAC,
Yeah.
whatever it's called?
Especially if you want to be depressed.
Yeah, I think it's worth a little watch.
It's good. It's a good movie. I think
Yeah.
this is in this letterbox list that I've been going off of called The World is Hell, Hopeless Cinema. There's some great movies in that list too. And
Yeah.
we're probably going to watch some of them.
That's
I can't
precisely
wait.
what I would call this movie.
Hopeless Cinema,
Hopeless cinema, yeah.
because you're going to die someday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys. Listen to our other episodes, download them. That helps us out a lot. Subscribe as well so you can keep getting new episodes, and I hope you enjoy the episodes. And next week, it's going to be a double feature because the movies are really short
picture show.
and gross. One of them's going to be really gross. I'm
I
looking forward to it.
can't wait.
Yay!
Cut to next week where we hate it.
Yeah.